If you've ever heard someone say, let your money work for you while you sleep, and thought, okay, but what does that actually mean? This is for you. Today, I want to show you how time can quietly grow your money, even if you're not rich, using one simple story about two friends. Same type of job, similar income, very different decisions, 10 years apart. A huge difference in results. And the magic trick behind it is something called compound interest, but don't worry, we're going to explain it without any scary math. Meet Sarah and Lena. They're 25 years old, working their first real jobs, and both say the same thing. One day, I want to be good with money. They talk about saving and investing, about not repeating their parents' money mistakes, but then life happens. Bills, rent, food, family, the usual. And that's when one small difference appears. Sarah decides, I don't know everything yet, but I'm going to start with something. Lena decides, I'll invest later when I make more. Right now, I can't think about that. Neither of them is wrong. They just choose different timing. Sarah opens a simple investment account and sets up a small automatic transfer each month. Nothing crazy, not hundreds of dollars, just an amount she can handle. Something like the cost of a few takeout meals.
At first, it doesn't feel like much. She might even think, is this even worth it? It looks so small. But she keeps going. Month after month, year after year, she quietly sends money to her future self. Sometimes she increases it when she gets a raise. Sometimes she doesn't. The important thing is, she starts early and keeps going. Lena, on the other hand, always means to start, but never does. Every year she says, this isn't the right time. I'll start investing when I earn more. Or when I pay off this thing, or when I feel ready. 10 years pass. Now she's 35. She finally says, okay, now I'm serious. I'm going to catch up. She starts investing, and she even puts in more money each month than Sarah does, because she earns more now. From the outside, it looks like Lena is doing better. She's putting more in. She's finally serious. But here's the quiet truth. Time is doing more work for Sarah than extra money is doing for Lena. And that is the magic of money growing while you sleep. So what's actually happening? Let's strip away the big words. When you invest, your money has a chance to grow. Some years, it might grow a lot.
Some years, it might go down. But over many years, it tends to increase. Now, here's where the magic comes in. With compound interest, you don't just earn on the money you put in. You start earning on the growth, too. It's like this. Year 1, you plant a seed. Year 2, that seed becomes a small plant. Year 3, the plant has more leaves, maybe some fruit. Year 4, now each piece of fruit has its own seeds that can grow more plants. You're no longer growing just one plant, you're growing a garden. In money terms, you earn something on your money. The next year, you earn on your money plus what it already earned. Then again, and again. It's slow at first, then quietly faster the longer you leave it alone. The difference between Sarah and Lena wasn't genius or a bigger paycheck, it was a 10-year head start. The key ingredient for making your money work for you isn't a lottery win, it's time. Let's talk about two people, Sarah and Lena. We'll keep the numbers simple just to see the pattern. This isn't a prediction or a guarantee, just an illustration. Sarah starts investing at 25. She puts away a small amount every single month, and she just keeps going until she's 65. Lena starts 10 years later, at 35. She invests more each month than Sarah, trying to catch up, and also continues until she's 65. Now, even though Lena puts in more of her own money over the years, Sarah often ends up with more in the end. A lot more in many realistic scenarios. Why? Because Sarah gave her money 10 extra years to grow, and then to grow on its own growth. If you were to look at a chart of Sarah's progress, those first few years would look tiny, almost pointless. But they are the foundation of the avalanche that comes later. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. The first few meters look boring. But if you give it enough distance, it grows into something powerful. Starting earlier is just giving your snowball more distance to roll. At this point, you might be thinking, wow, that's great for Sarah, but I'm not 25 anymore. Did I miss my chance? The answer is no. The message isn't, you're too late, so give up. The message is, the best time was earlier. The second best time is now. If you're younger, your biggest advantage is time, even if you don't have much money. If you're older, you might not have as much time, but starting now is still profoundly better than waiting another 10 years. What really matters is understanding how powerful time is, respecting that power, and letting it work for you instead of against you. Because time passes either way. The question is, while time is passing, is any of your money quietly working for you? You don't need to copy Sarah's exact numbers. You don't even need to start big. The point of their story is to stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop thinking that investing only matters when you have a lot.
Wealth is usually built from many small, boring steps taken consistently over many years. Every time money comes in and you make the choice, I'm keeping a bit of this for my future, you're doing what Sarah did. You're giving your future self a quiet gift they can't see yet. That's compound interest in real life. A small, repeated decision today becomes a big difference later. So if you remember just one thing, let it be this. Compound interest is money growing on top of money, and time is what makes it powerful. Starting small and early often beats starting big and late. You don't need perfect timing. You just need to respect time and let it work on your side. In this Quiet Wealth Beginner series, we're slowly building your money foundation. We've talked about what wealth really is, why investing isn't gambling, and now how money can quietly grow while you sleep. So think about it for a moment. Are you more like Sarah or more like Lena right now? There's no shame either way. This is a safe place to learn. Just remember, wealth doesn't grow overnight. It grows quietly while you live your life.